In this video, we will learn how to consume Post API in Angular application. Let's create new component to add a new book. In this terminal window, type this command nggc and then component name add book. Then press enter. This command will create new component in this application. New component is created successfully. We have add book component inside this app folder. Now we will start from this book service file. Here we will create a new method to add a new book. So copy this method and paste it here. Then change the method name. Let's say add book. Here update the method post. If we are using post method, then we need to send the data in the body of the request. So in this Angular application, we don't have model because here we are only learning how to consume APIs in this application. So here we will use book with type any. We have to pass this book here. That's it. To add a new book, we have to deal with forms. So we have to use forms module in this application. For that, open app.module file. Here, let's add forms module in this imports. Forms module. We can also use reactive forms in this application. For that, we have to import reactive forms module. This is also available in same input. That's it. Now let's open add book component. So in this component, let's create a new variable public book form type form group. Add the necessary inputs. To work with reactive forms, we have to use form builder. So in this constructor, we can use private form builder. Let's add the input. That's it. Now inside this constructor, we can use this book form. So this dot book form equal this dot form builder dot group. Here we can define our properties. We have three columns in our books table: ID, title and author. We have to pass only title and author from this application. ID column will be generated automatically from the database. So here we have to define only two columns: title, then author. So far we have created one public variable. Here we have initialized reactive forms in this constructor. Now we will create one public method to submit the data because we will call this method from HTML file. So here public save book type void. Inside this method, we have to call the service. For that, first we have to inject that service in this constructor. So here put a comma private service book service. Now we will use this service here. This dot service. Here we will call this method add book from book service. Inside this method, we have to pass the object. So this dot book form dot value. Then we have to subscribe this method because we are using observable in book service file. Inside this subscribe method, we can use result variable. This method will return ID of the newly inserted book, so we can display some message here using alert. New book added successfully. That's it. Save the changes. Let's design the form in HTML file. Let's open add book component.html file. Remove this code. Here we will start from form. Then create div class form group. We will use this class from Bootstrap. Inside this div, let's create a label and a text boxes. First we will create label. Label text will be title. We have created this label for title. Then for text box, we use input. Input type will be text, and then class form control, then ID title. Okay, copy this div and paste it below that. Here change the label and text box with author. Now let's create submit button here. Remove this label from here. Type submit and then value save, then class button and then button color primary. This is a simple form. Now we will write some code for reactive forms. So here form group. Name of the form group property is book form. So we can use here book form. We can use ng submit event. Here we will call the submit method from this add book component. So copy this save book method and paste it here. So it is a public method so that we can call this method from this HTML file. Now we have to define the name of the property in this input type by using form control name. So here form control name, let's say title. So in this input type we have to use name attribute also. So name title. So copy this attribute from this input, paste it here. Let's say author. That's it. Now we have to add this new component in app routing module. So copy this line, paste it here, change the path and then associated component name, let's say add book component. Save the changes. Now run this application by using this command ng-serve-o, press enter. Now navigate to this URL books. This API works fine. Now let's add the route, add See here, we have title and author, label and text boxes here. Let's add some text, sample title and sample author. Now click this save button here. See here, we have the alert message, new book added successfully. Now go to SQL Server Management Studio. See here in this books table already we have 4 records. Now execute this select query. We have 5th record. Now let's add one more data. Let's say sample 1 and then sample author 1. Then click the save button here. New book added successfully. Here we have one more new data. Okay, go to the browser. Navigate to the books URL. We have 6 records in this books table. I hope this video is helpful to you. Thanks for watching this video.